Yo, what is good everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. For today's video, as you probably already read in the title description or the thumbnail, we're gonna be taking a good look at the Jordan 1 Lost and Found, the sneaker that many are already calling the unanimous sneaker of the year, though they have yet to actually release. Do they live up to the claim? That's what we're gonna go ahead and discuss as we unbox, break down, and review the nuances of the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Make sure to stay tuned to the end of today's video, as I will be sharing my personal opinions on this sneaker, as well as my resale estimations. And not to get too far ahead of myself, but I do think my thoughts on this shoe might surprise you. Now, just before I proceed, if you do enjoy this style of content, please be sure to communicate that to me by liking today's video, subscribing to my channel with notifications on. This is a way to help the video spread out to a more broad audience and will help recoup some of that $1,200 that I spent in the last shopping vlog to acquire these shoes. Everything you see on the channel is completely funded by me, so your assistance in helping mitigate some of these costs would be very much so appreciated. As always, only legit pairs here on the channel. I do my very best to dot every I and cross every T, so you can be rest assured that these have been blacklighted, sent through various apps, and tested in every conceivable way to ensure their authenticity. Now, with all that out of the way, we can't proceed with this review without laying down the story that Nike is telling about the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. As indicated in their name, the Jordan 1 Lost and Found narrative is that the sneaker you have in your hands is a pair that you found from over 35 years ago, that of which was lost in storage. Subtle cues and hints can be seen all throughout the sneaker's experience, from the manufactured aging on the box with the price and sales stickers, to the simulated age at the outsole and cracking throughout the leather panels, yellowing at the midsole, and going as far as to including an invoice from Sandy Bros Sports Depot, complete with handwritten name, description of the shoes, date, paid stamp, and address, which, if you're wondering, is totally fictional. Yes, I looked it up. They really went above and beyond with this sneaker. Now, unfortunately, though the receipt provided reads $64.99, these are going to be set at a retail price of $180, which is $10 more than a standard pair of Jordan 1 Retro highs. There's no official release date confirmed by Nike, but as of this moment, all signs point to a November 19th drop day. Getting into the details of this sneaker, beginning with the box, Nike provides a standard black Nike bottom with a special lid in orange. It features manufactured paint stripping all throughout, which doesn't necessarily look real, but the effort is definitely appreciated. Out front, you've got a modern size tag with QR code, and as previously mentioned, the yellow price and sales stickers, which I do find to be somewhat of a delightful touch, as I do remember these stickers from back in the day, which does add a level of nostalgia when it comes to this shoe for me personally. Once inside the box, we are greeted with special tissue paper that looks to be comprised of a bunch of different promotional clippings of the Jordan 1 back in the 1980s. As previously mentioned, it also comes with a fictitious receipt, which is a fun little detail. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing experience itself. The sneakers come with 2 sets of laces, black and white. I feel like a cream lace may have been a little bit more appropriate, since pretty much all of the white elements of this pair of Chicago's have been turned into an eggshell, kind of cream, kind of white, to simulate that aging process. Not a big deal, I don't really care at all, just thought it would be worth mentioning. Here they are with the both color laces. I'm leaning more towards black, or potentially just purchasing a cream pair of laces, simply due to the fact that I feel like an all white super clean pair of laces might look kind of funky on that aged tongue. Now, working our way through the sneaker, we've got that same great silhouette that we've come to know and love from the Jordan 1, but with details committed to the story, which makes this sneaker distinctly unique. First, you've got a nicely tapered toe covered with a beautiful hue of varsity red, which does follow through the eye stay, ankle, and heel panel. Subtly cracked cream white paint does adorn the toe box, center, lateral, and medial panels of the shoe, where a more pronounced black cracked leather finishes the highest portion of the ankle collar. Just below that, you've got an embossed Jordan Wings logo, and a smooth black leather comprises the swoosh both on the lateral and medial portions of the shoe. The midsole features a synthetically aged white paint, which is made to look cream, as if they've undergone the process of oxidation over several years, which does transition to that varsity red outsole that has a bit of a chalk looking finish to it. I do imagine that this finish will rub off after a few wears, but I will be sure to update you as to how they hold up on my Instagram stories in the coming days, so be sure to follow me on there. And that essentially sums up the shoe. Now, as promised, I did want to give my personal thoughts relating to these sneakers, but before I do, please make note that this is strictly my opinion, and my opinion holds no more significance than yours. So whether my thoughts confirm or oppose how you feel about these shoes, just know that there is no right or wrong answer, and streetwear, fashion, art as a whole will always be subjective. But with that to say, I don't think these are sneaker of the year. Now, I know this is totally contrarian to the 99% of sneakerheads and the YouTube community, but I'm strictly basing my criteria off of one factor, and that's off of which sneaker I will most likely want to wear most often. Now, that's not to knock the Jordan 1 Lost and Found whatsoever, because a Jordan 1 Chicago will always find a place in my wardrobe. I love the shoe, and I definitely appreciate the storytelling, but sneaker of the year for me is already locked up by another shoe, and actually from another brand altogether. Now, as it pertains to predicting resale, no one actually knows, and anyone who says that they know probably wears black Air Force Ones. We'll ask you to Zelle or PayPal gift them, because I have so many refs in the Facebook group and should be avoided at all costs. But what I'm willing to offer you today is a baseline number that I personally believe resellers will hold out for. And again, this number is strictly out of thin air and could be completely wrong. I think resellers are gonna try and hold out for $700. After a year, they can pretty much do anything, and I do think that's gonna be linked to the condition of the world economy. But yeah, again, I am picking this number out of thin air and could be completely wrong. Anyways, that's gonna pretty much do it for today's review on the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. I was thinking of taking these with me to the mall and potentially doing a shopping vlog where I buy entire outfits around the shoe. And if that's something you'd be interested in, please let me know in the comment section down below that you'd like to see it. So now that you've heard my thoughts, it's time for you to share yours. What do you think about these sneakers? Is this sneaker of the year 2022? And do you personally plan on acquiring a pair? I'm definitely interested in what the community has to say down below. And one last thing before I let you guys go, I wanted to thank you guys so much for the continued support. We are closing in on 100K at a steady pace, and I just can't emphasize enough what a major privilege it is for me to get to serve you through making content. I really enjoy doing so, and I'm doing my best to improve the content every single day. As always, I will catch you in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.